Hey, guess what? We are heading into a brand new year. That's right, 2024. And my friend, your English is about to go to the next level, and it all starts right now. I am Teacher Tiffany, and I am so excited to be your English teacher. In this lesson, the very first lesson for 2024, I am going to teach you 5 English words that you must know in order to speak English fluently. But before we dive into the lesson, this first lesson of 2024, I need to let you know something amazing. For this year, starting this year, January 1st, again, depending on when you're watching this lesson, I have started a free, you heard me right, absolutely free daily English vocabulary newsletter. My goal is to help you speak English fluently, and vocabulary is a very big part of that. So every day from Sunday to Friday, you will get an email with tons of vocabulary words helping you reach the next level. So go to www.dailyenglishvocabulary.com. Enter your email address and you will start improving your vocabulary. It's something I'm doing this year to help you improve your English, and I hope you'll love it. Now, my friend, are you ready? Well then, I'm Teacher Tiffany. Let's jump right in. Let's get started with the very first word. So, for Sunday, the very first word after me is procrastination. Ooh, excellent. Again, procrastination. Very good. Now, this word procrastination, it literally just means the act of delaying or postponing tasks. There's something you have to do, something that needs to be done, but instead of doing it, I'll do it later. I'll push it off. You are procrastinating. So, procrastination. Now, this year, I don't want you to procrastinate. I need you to take your English to the next level. So, let's check out some example sentences using this word. Sentence number 1. John struggled with procrastination and often left his work until the last minute. You got it? Excellent. Sentence number 2. Don't let procrastination get in the way of your success. I'm going to say this one more time. My friend, the individual watching this lesson or listening to this lesson, don't let procrastination get in the way of your success. You can achieve your English goals. And sentence number 3. Procrastination can lead to unnecessary stress and missed deadlines. You got it? Excellent. All right, so again, for today, if you're watching it on a Sunday, the word you need to master is procrastination. Good job. Let's move on to the next word for Monday. All right, Monday's word is prioritize. Excellent. Again, after me. Prioritize. Woo, great job. Now, this word prioritize, it just means to determine the order of importance of tasks or activities. Once again, to determine the order of importance of tasks or activities. So once again, imagine you have a list of things that you need to do today. Maybe you need to call your family members. Maybe you have a project that needs to be completed for work. And maybe you need to cook something for your family members. There are many different tasks that you have to complete by the end of the day. But you don't want to start with the unimportant task. Instead, you want to start with the most important task. You want to, you got it, prioritize. You got it? Excellent. All right, here we go. The very first example sentence using this word. To meet the deadline, it is necessary to prioritize the most critical tasks. You got it. Excellent. Sentence number 2. She always prioritizes her health and well-being above other commitments. Make sense? Excellent. All right, and sentence number 3. It would help if you prioritized your goals based on their long-term impact. You got it? Excellent. So again, our word is prioritize. Great job. All right, let's move on to Tuesday. Again, this is if you're learning a word each day. Remember, in 2024, you are going to achieve your English goals. Here we go. Tuesday's word. I want you to repeat it after me. Delegate. Excellent. Again, after me. Delegate. Great job. Now, this just means to give control, responsibility, authority to someone, or to trust someone with a job or a duty. Once again, to delegate, it just means to give control, responsibility, authority to someone, or to trust someone with a job or a duty, right? For example, I'm your English teacher. I love teaching you English, but I'm also building a business so that I can help even more English learners. Well, in order to build a strong business that helps tons of people around the world, it is important to have a team. And I have an amazing team. And so, at certain times, I have to delegate different tasks to my team members, right? Hey, can you please upload this video? Or hey, can you please research this information? I'm delegating, asking them to take over something. Make sense? Excellent. And again, my team members, you all know I love you, including the student leaders. All right, here we go. Here's the first example sentence. To save time, he delegated some of his work to his colleagues. Next, sentence number 2. Successful leaders know how to delegate tasks efficiently and utilize their team's strengths. And finally, sentence number 3. One of the key skills of a successful leader is knowing how to delegate tasks effectively. Once again, one of the key skills of a successful leader is knowing how to delegate tasks effectively. Makes sense, right? Excellent. So again, the word is delegate. Great job. All right, let's move on to the next word. Once again, I want to remind you, don't forget to sign up for the daily English vocabulary newsletter so that you can get words every single day and take your English to the next level. All right, here we go. So we're moving on to the next word. Here's our next word. Our next word is multitask. Excellent. Good. Once again, multitask. Great job. Now, what does this word multitask mean? It just means the ability to perform multiple tasks simultaneously. Once again, the ability to perform multiple tasks simultaneously. I'll give you a perfect example. Right now, I am teaching you an English lesson. But you'll notice if you're watching, I'm also looking to my left, your right quite often. Why? Because I'm putting things on the screen, the words, the definitions, the sentences. I'm clicking the button. I'm also making sure you see certain things and you hear certain things as I'm teaching you. I am right now, in this moment, multitasking. You got it? Excellent. All right, here we go. Sentence number 1. While multitasking may seem efficient, studies show that it often leads to decreased productivity. Uh-oh, I just told you I'm multitasking. Don't worry, in this situation, it actually is working well because I'm doing different tasks for the same purpose, for one main purpose. All right, here we go. Sentence number 2. I find it challenging to focus on one task when I'm constantly multitasking. Make sense? And next, sentence number 3. Prioritizing tasks and avoiding multitasking can improve time management skills. You got it? Excellent. So again, multitask. Great job. All right. Our next word, our 5th vocabulary word, I want you to repeat after me. Efficiency. Oh, good job. Again after me. Efficiency. Great job. Now, what does this word efficiency actually mean? It means the ability to accomplish tasks with minimum wasted time or effort. You're getting the job done quickly and effectively. You are being efficient. Make sense? All right, check out these example sentences. Here we go. Sentence number 1. The key to time management is finding ways to increase efficiency and complete tasks faster. You got it? Good. Here we go. Sentence number 2. He developed a system that allowed him to work with efficiency and effectiveness. And now sentence number 3. One way to improve productivity is by optimizing efficiency. Make sense? Excellent. So again, our 5th vocabulary word is efficiency. Great job. Now I have a surprise for you. I have a little bonus expression just for you. I told you that I was going to give you 5 vocabulary words to start your year off right. But now I want to give you one expression, one important expression that will also help you. And right before I give you that expression, I also need to remind you, every lesson, including the lessons moving forward, after you study these lessons, you can also find practice lessons in the English with Tiffany app. That's right, download the app for free. But I want you to practice what you're learning this year. I want you to take your English to the next level. So you can download the app English with Tiffany for free and start practicing what you are learning. All right, so here we go. The final one, the final bonus expression. The bonus expression is deep work. Again, deep work. This is an expression that native English speakers know and use. And my goal is to help you start sounding like a native English speaker. In order to do that, you have to use the words and expressions that native English speakers actually use. So, deep work. Good job. Last time, after me. Deep work. Great job. Now, what does this mean? It means focused and uninterrupted work on a cognitively demanding task. In other words, a task that requires a lot of deep thought. It requires you to think critically. It requires you to really focus. We say deep work when you take time to work on that task without being interrupted. Hey, my door is closed, my phone is off, everything else is off. I am focused on getting this task completed. We call this deep work. Make sense? Excellent. All right, let's check out the first example sentence. Here we go. He reserved blocks of time for deep work to tackle complex projects without distractions. Makes sense, right? He wanted to make sure he completed the tasks, the projects, without being interrupted. So again, he reserved blocks of time for deep work to tackle complex projects without distractions. You got it? Excellent. All right, here we go. Sentence number 2. Deep work requires concentration and minimizing interruptions to maximize productivity. Again, when you are